caught up in your magic. My feet don't touch the ground. I never knew the feeling until you.
A smile from cheek to cheek, if feeling fancy, that's where I'm gonna be. 'Cause now I'm shining, I'm hiding, I got a good thing on me, no I can't hide it. And there's nothing in my sleep. Oh, I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything, it makes me happy, with a smile.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm super excited to be here. Welcome to Pink Table Talk. Hey, a shout out in the chat, Thank you so much for being our guest. Please make sure you comment in the chat. My name is Katrina Harris Earl, and I'm excited you're here. Want to know that you are on with us and that you're watching and that you are in the chat with us today. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, there's some changes that are going down with Facebook. And so for the last 2 or 3 months, we've been having a couple of issues with the connection on Facebook. So we want you to comment in the chat because we want your beauty consultant to know you're watching. But I also want to know that technically you can hear me. Let me know because I can see if you're watching on the fan page, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching in our Facebook group. But your beauty consultant is looking to see that you are on. So I want to thank you so much for being with us live. I'm coming to you all the way from beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Brentwood, California today. I'm between Brentwood and Northern California and Chicago. And I'm super, super grateful. Just got off the phone with my husband, Anthony Earl, who is coming from New Delhi, India. And so literally feeling like we are all over the world today. But it is so exciting to have you on Pink Table Talk. You are entered tonight. We're going to do a cash drawing at the end, and I'm going to bring in our guest and just pray that we have 000 technical difficulties. Cynthia is coming on live, so bring her in. And Cynthia, let's do a quick test that you can hear me and we can see you. Can you hear me?
I can. I
am so excited and glad you are here. Thank you for great technology. Introduce yourself and tell them who you are, where you're coming in from, and welcome to the Pink Table, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, thank you, National. Thank you. Thank you. I am Cynthia Cummings Evans, and I reside in look, I just moved Kannapolis, North Carolina.
I know you moved, I know.
In Kannapolis, North Carolina. And I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm excited. I just relocated a year ago. So I'm trying to get everything kind of acclimated and just make things happen in this particular area. So I'm excited to be on tonight. I know I had a couple of technical difficulties. I'm working through it, but I'm excited. I'm ready, and I am excited to share tonight.
You know, we're going to have a really real conversation about how we both have built super successful businesses, working alongside full-time ministry, and we got high maintenance men. Okay. Like we got a whole lot going on.
Yes.
And it's just real. I mean, I know when you told me that you just came out of Bible study and you're running here and running there, and I'm just coming from supporting my mama and doing this. Can I just get a shout out in the chat? How many of you in the chat are in the middle of the sandwich generation? You are like taking care of your aging parents. You are supporting and helping your spouse. You got kids. You maybe got grandkids. You got a dog. You got a house. We got a lot going on, don't we, Cynthia? We got a lot going on.
Absolutely.
Life keeps lifing, but God keeps gotten, right? And we keep bringing it together. And so that's what I love about this Pink Table Talk podcast is not only do we talk about our business and how amazing it is, but we talk about real life situations and how women that are busy and have crazy full lives still can do what is super important, have multiple streams of income. Because sister, everything we need is cash, cash, cash.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more, just breathe in, breathe out, and help us to get to know Cynthia, because there's a reason that you moved to where you are now.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, I remarried a year ago. And so I relocated. But just to tell you a little bit about myself, prior to Mary Kay, which I started over 26 years ago, I was a hair salon owner. Isn't that something? I had 3 small children, and just really gave the opportunity a try. So out of all of that, just going through life, my husband passed away, but I had built a successful business in Mary Kay. So I know we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. But I just really found myself at age 50, believe it or not, out on my own again, single, out on my own again. And I look back at those experiences and I said, wow, had not God taken me through the path where he had taken me, I would not have been prepared for life when life happens. And life does happen sometimes. And it happens unexpectedly. But my thing was, I thank God that he took me through the path that he took me. So I reside in Kannapolis, North Carolina. I do Mary Kay. I also pastor a church. And so I am busy. And I love doing what I do because I love reaching people, and I love doing ministry, and I love touching the lives of people, men and women. I just love that. And I love preaching the gospel. And I just love people and love the opportunity that Mary Kay gives me, that the Lord provides for me. I always tell people I make you feel good on the inside and on the outside. Both of them.
I love it. I love it. It's so good internally, eternally, and externally. So
Yes,
we
absolutely.
love that about what we do. So just how long were you married prior to your husband passing? How
Okay.
many years have you been married?
We were married 27 years.
A full life.
27 yeah, 27 years. And so we had he had retired after being a firefighter for 30 years, and we were getting ready. The kids were in college, so we were getting ready to live that life. And then we had started a ministry, started a church. And
Mhm,
then 2 years after ministry, he was diagnosed with cancer. And
mhm,
so, believe it or not, it really kind of took us for a big turn, but God kept us. But God kept us. But had it not been for the career that I had chosen, I don't
mhm,
think I would have been prepared.
mhm,
So I thank God for that preparation. So
mhm,
we were married for 27 years with 3 children, ready to tackle life, and then life happens. Life
mhm,
happens.
mhm.
That's what happened.
Um, and so um, the devastation of losing a spouse, which just I could only imagine is indescribable. And at the same time, now you were co-pastoring, right? You were co-pastor,
Exactly.
and so
Mhm.
now
Yes.
talk about that process of making a decision and now taking on this full-time ministry while you were also having a successful business.
Well, and had it not been for my skills that I've learned in my business, I don't think I would be able to handle everything.
Mhm,
But literally, really, after really starting the ministry and then he was diagnosed with cancer, it really left me in a position where I began to, take over the ministry little by little.
mhm,
And I was a person that was very shy, timid, laid back. I was the one that was in the background, that
yeah.
kind of thing. So when the Lord brought me to the forefront, I was like, okay, God, you sure you want me to do this, handle this, or whatever? So I kind of juggled, kind of both of that. But
Mhm,
had I not been in a business that really taught me skills and really taught me how to navigate through those things, I don't
mhm,
think I would have been able to handle it. But
mhm,
because I was kind of taught in those areas of leadership, I kind of began to just kind of take over the leadership role, the responsibility of the day-to-day ministry. And also I had the thing at home of really taking care of my husband that was going through the cancer and going through the diagnosis and going through the situation. So when I look back, it was totally the Lord that gave me the strength to do what I did, and then put a type of business in my path that I would develop skills, not knowing that I would have to use those skills,
mhm, mhm.
not knowing that.
Talk a little bit more about the life lessons you think that you had learned in Mary Kay and even out of Mary Kay that supported you through that process.
Well,
All the
one thing I can say, I really enjoyed always being going to leadership conferences and things like that that Mary Kay offered, and then also promoting myself to management level, and understanding the skills of what it took to be a leader and learning those things. So I think that that really helped equip me for those processes that I would have to go through. And had it not been, I owned a hair salon prior to Mary Kay. So I understood about being a business owner, but what I did not really understand was about developing those people skills. And so
Mhm,
Mary Kay has been really helpful in helping me to develop the people skills. And of course, in ministry, that is number one, because you're dealing with people and loving people. So just being able to be in a position to develop those people skills, to be able to even develop business skills that I have learned to help navigate, even keeping my Mary Kay business afloat, the ministry afloat, my family afloat, and
mhm,
all of that kind of intertwines together. And it's
mhm,
because we have that kind of opportunity in Mary Kay to learn those things. And I always say, if in Mary Kay, if you will attend and become a part of the workshops, become part of the opportunities of things that's going on, you know what? It helps you navigate through life. And whatever life has, you will be equipped for what life challenges has. So I just thank God for that opportunity, and then being able to be around people like yourself, that help develop us and help develop our skills, our potentials, and things like that. And I'm just so thankful for that, and for that opportunity, and being in that path of Mary Kay, because I didn't know life was going to happen, but it happened. And
Mhm.
so God knew it was going to happen, but he did. He put Mary Kay in my path to help me develop the leadership skills, the people skills that I need to be able to handle and to navigate through the ministry that he called me to.
Mhm. I love that. I love that. I mean, so much I want to talk about. I just have to tell the story that my husband and I were in Kannapolis to minister to a pastor's wife who her husband had passed away. One of our pastors had
Mhm.
passed away, and we were there ministering to her. It had been a couple of years and still going through the grieving process. She actually is coming here in 2 weeks to spend a week with us. And as we were there, I just was ministering to her, and we were loving on her and treating her to some great time. And here comes this pink Cadillac driving by. And I said that one of the things is there's a network in our business that's unlike anyone. And I said, let me show you how fast I could figure out who that was. And so I can't remember how. Oh, I know what it was. I saw you from a distance, and we didn't know each other really well, although my girlfriends know you very well.
Mhm.
And then um, the my girlfriend who we were visiting, she said, I think she's on our neighborhood watch because you were coming right out of the neighborhood or the
Yeah.
neighborhood program or whatever. Let me show you her picture on Facebook.
Yep.
So it's just unbelievable. So she shows me her picture on Facebook. I pick up the phone, I call my girlfriend Candy, and I said, tell me who she is and what's her phone number. In 2 seconds, I had your phone number, and
Yep.
we were on the phone, and I said, look to the left,
Yeah.
I'm driving by you. And you were that
Only in Mary Kay.
her home, right? And come
Yeah.
to find out, y'all live in the same subdivision, both having experienced the tremendous loss of your
Yeah.
love, and just it's an unbelievable sisterhood. So before we go on and we talk a little bit more about business, um, because now you're working full-time ministry, you're Mary Kay, and of course newly married. So give some hope to the sisters. We got some single sisters out there ain't never been married, and we even have some that maybe are thinking, could I find love again, Eva? So just give us a little insight on finding love again. What was that like? What was that like?
I tell you, and I say true love. And I'll say true love, because a lot of times, we come and we get in circumstances and situations where counterfeits, we've all been through that kind of path. But I thank God for true love. So even after my heart was broken, I was devastated, but God gave me an opportunity to find true love. And so I just thank God. We have a blended family of 6. And so we have 5 grandkids. And, it was so amazing that he lived an hour and 20 minutes away from me. And just being able to pack up and leave a place that I had been for 50 years. It's almost mind blowing, but it's almost like, too, when God opens up a door, you just have to take it. And so I just thank God, because he is one that is very supportive. He is one that loves God, and he is supportive of me and my leadership role, leadership as a pastor, leadership in my business of Mary Kay. And he is very secure in who he is. And I think the number one thing is that I remember praying and asking God, God, I don't want to be by myself for the rest of my life. Come on, we all know that. We all pray that prayer. I don't want to be by myself for the rest of my life. But God, I don't want I want true love. I don't want anything that I'm have to kind of tuggle with and all the time and just be in an uproar. And I just feel
Mhm.
God really answered my prayer. He really answered my prayer. But before I could get my prayer answered, I feel like I had to be healed,
Mhm.
on the inside. And
Mhm.
I remember the Lord saying to me, I'm healing you from the inside out. And I
Mhm.
think sometimes in relationships and things like that, we have to get whole ourselves. So we come into a relationship as a whole person, not as a half person. So as
Mhm.
God healed me, and then as I prayed that prayer, I knew it was nobody but Him that allowed me to be able to find love again. Because when we all go through different challenges in life, losing a loved one, losing someone, or even maybe a divorce, we feel like I ain't doing this again. This hurts too bad. This
Mhm.
hurts too bad. But it's God, when He does the healing. He does the healing. He does a complete healing where you'll be open, to receive that love again. And
Mhm.
so I just felt like is true love. It's
Mhm.
true love.
It's a beautiful story, a beautiful story. So, talking about entrepreneurship, why was entrepreneurship right for you? What did your recruiter say to you that led you to consider an entrepreneurial opportunity with Mary Kay?
Well, I was a hair salon owner, and so I had that business going. But the only thing about it is that over a period of time, physically, it was having its toll and having its challenge, on me. So I can remember, like it was yesterday, one of my customers came in and she was looking so good. And I began to ask her, where you going? Why are you looking so good? And she said, I'm so excited. I just began my Mary Kay business. And
Mm,
so I was using the product. I was using the skincare products, but I had 3 small children. I was working 60 hours a week, so I was not really thinking of Mary Kay like that. But as she sat there that day, she told me, do you have a backup plan? What if
mm,
something happened to your hands? What if something happened to your feet? Do you have a backup plan? And it really made me think that day, no, I don't have a backup plan. So I began to open up and listen to what she had to say. And most of all, the excitement is what sold me. The
mm,
excitement of being a business owner, excitement of, being able to set your own hours, excitement of being in fellowship with other women that were like-minded, that were pursuing goals and dreams. Because even in the back of my mind, I knew I was destined for more than to
mhm,
just stand behind a chair for years and years and let my body deteriorate. And then, like she asked me, if something happened to my hands and my feet, what would I do? And I didn't have a backup plan for my
mhm,
family.
mhm. Or something great happened and you were going to move an hour and 20 minutes down the road. That'd be kind of fun to be driving to the salon, right?
Exactly.
Wow, wow,
Exactly.
wow. So
Exactly.
we talked a little about life lessons. What are some of how do you physically do both? What are some things? Is it how you structure your time in your day? When do you work your Mary Kay business? When do you do ministry? The beautiful thing is I know we get to blend them together and do it because tonight, right now,
Yes.
we're doing both. Okay.
Yes.
But some church folk who watch this and be inspired, and Mary Kay people, and so even some prospects who want to join us for only $10. And yes, I'm gonna give some cash away in a minute. But
Hello.
what are some lessons? How do you do both? How do you do that?
Well, you know what is the wonderful thing about Mary Kay is that you can be your own boss. So I
Mhm,
set my own hours and I set my own time. Yes, some days, some weeks is busy, but I do blocks of time. So I understand if I have a certain amount of time to do a certain amount of thing, that's what I schedule and that's how I schedule. On
mhm,
Tuesday nights, it's my Bible study night. I
mhm,
get to set my time. So even being on here tonight, I did my Bible study. Then now I'm on here. I'm in my home. I'm on
mhm,
Zoom, on StreamYard, Facebook, YouTube. and I'm in charge of my own time, my own business. And that's the fun thing about it. So I do blocks of time. I do consistency. I set my own schedule. So therefore I know when I can do Mary Kay. I know when I'm doing ministry because God is first. So I always put ministry first, and then I take Mary Kay and I add it in because everywhere I go, I see people with skin, you know, so I can pass out a card about Mary Kay. I can pass out a card about church. So basically, I plan my week because I am the boss. So it's not like having a part-time job, you know, somewhere else where they set your hours. With Mary Kay, we get to set our own hours, and that's the wonderful thing that I like about it. So a date book is very key. So I keep up with my date book. I plan out my month. I plan out my week with my church activities and also with my business activity and with my family activity because I got some cute little grandchildren that I love spending time with. I love spending time with. So even yesterday, you know, I had to babysit. I was Gigi yesterday. So this business gives me an opportunity. One day I have on my pastor hat. The next day I may have on my Gigi hat. You know, then I have on my Mary Kay sales director hat. And that's the fun thing about it. It gives me the opportunity that I can set my own schedule and set my own time. So a date book is very key. A date book is very key to planning.
And isn't it, it's exhilarating. It's not a have to, it's a get to. It's a blessing in this day and time to have multiple streams to be. This is the Proverbs 31 woman that that scripture speaks of. This is who we are and who we get to be. And you're not just in Mary Kay. Mary Kay is in you. Those plaques behind y'all that are behind you represent top achievements year after year. The Cadillac is the cornerstone of success in our business. And so kudos to you on being able to work it so well. And let's just say that the virtual aspect of this is what makes it even sweeter, right? Because working virtually, you can't lose. It would be kind of difficult to have driven here, do all of this, but just hopping off Zoom and hopping on here, and then you hop on something else, and then we got our text. I mean, 33 years ago, I said yes to this business, and we built this prior to virtual, and we love doing that. This just adds another way of us being able, normally this would have been a 2-hour guest event. We'd be in a hotel and all that. And now you hop in 30 minutes and I still got my slippers on and then I'm out, you know, and back to helping and supporting my mom. You know, we have something really cool that is happening this month, and that is the fact that they can come into Mary Kay for just $10. $10 holla? Like what?
$10.
$10. It really could be, you could do 10, you could do more. Dorothy's going to pop up on the screen. I'm just going to share briefly a little bit, and then I'm going to ask you a little bit about some of your favorite products. But when we pop on here, just 5 quick fun facts. We're going to go through them real quick, Dorothy. The first one, as I put my glasses on, is we make money. We earn 50% of everything we sell. You could be a brand ambassador representing our beauty brand, doing it in person or virtual. So many cool ways that you can work, and no sales experience necessary. Number 2 is flexibility with your time. I mean, you drove that home and there's no quotas. This can be a side hustle or it could be your full-time gig or somewhere in between, which is really cool. Number 3 is the dual marketing concept. The fact that we buy from Mary Kay, we sell to the client. It's not multi-level, it's not pyramid scheme. That's the reason we've been around for 60 years, as you saw on that video. You get to build a team and you can make a little bit of extra money. I call it chump change or diva dollars. Number 4 is the fact that we collaborate. We really talked a lot about that. We're not in competition with each other. Well, we are a little bit. We like to win, but we really do live by this golden rule of treating other people like we want to be treated. The P&L, people in love, not just profit and loss. It really is like an eyesore in corporate America, because it's unlike what so many of us are familiar with corporations that we're affiliated with. The team of women that encourage and support one another. The collaboration is so rich. And lastly, number 5, it talks in here about the rewards, the incentives. I mean, it's crazy stupid. We get diamonds, right? We get trips. We
Yes.
get, I
Yes.
mean, you could earn the use. It has to be equal with what you do. And then the rewards and incentives, the car program that we have, the Chevy Trax, the Equinox, the Pink Cadillac. My mother is right now driving a slamming car, and it's time for her to get another car, just because she wants to. She doesn't have to, but she wants to. And cars are expensive. I thank you for 16. How many free cars have you earned the use of, Cynthia?
17.
17.
17.
Okay. So
Yes.
17 plus my 16, that's a lot of free cars between the two of
Yes.
us. We earn the use of them.
Yes.
We always pre-qualify that. Not, not everybody sets it as a goal. It's like just a small percentage that choose to do that, but it's available to everyone. And some people look at me and say, if you're rolling in a pink Escalade, you must work hard. I say, baby, I'll work any harder than anybody else in their job. I'm
It's
passionate
a
about
fun work.
it. Yeah. I'm telling you. And I would be working hard wherever. We would be working hard wherever, right? It's just what we do. So you can
Yes.
come into Mary Kay for $10 to get you this Mary Kay starter kit, your website, your access to the free apps, our digital tools, our online, all of that. If you choose to upgrade, this flyer is wrong. We should have crossed the other one out too. Now the starter kit is 90. So where it says 130, it should say 90. So the full starter kit is 10 plus 90. So it would be 100 for the full starter kit, which gets you $400 worth of supplies and samples and all of those goodies. And then if you choose to, you can add on 45 for samples. I think we have a little short video that tells you about this offer. I think it's popping up. Oops. Is it rolling? Is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so maybe we don't have that. So we'll pop back to that in a minute. I just want to tell you that you can start with just $10, which is really, really amazing. So Cynthia, women come in, they make the decision to get started. Why is Mary Kay right for this time in this season? Why is it right for right now?
Well, I tell you, I love when you said that having multiple streams of income. The Bible says, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So giving is an extra stream of income.
Mhm.
But if you have nothing to give, right? How are you going to be able to bless someone? And then how are you going to be able to get that? So if we have extra to give, it's an extra stream of income. Every time I give, I am performing an extra stream of income because my giving comes back to me. So say, for instance, even with my business, I'm able to give to my church. I'm able to give to other organizations. I'm able to give. So then therefore that giving comes back. So I think that if we would look at even this business as being an extra income, maybe someone needs extra income to send a child off to college. I had 3 college students, and that's one of the things when my husband passed away. My kids was in college. My son had graduated, but my other 2 was in college. My Mary Kay business enabled me to help them finish college. And then I also built 2 homes with my Mary Kay income. And I also paid for 3 weddings with my Mary Kay income as a single parent, So those things, it is the right time because it enables you to have an extra stream of income. And for $10, I mean, oh my goodness, $10. It's almost like if you go somewhere and they say, if you purchase this card for $10, every time you come in here, you'll get 50% off. Who
Mhm.
wouldn't purchase a card for $10 to get
Exactly.
50% off? So it is definitely a right time now to have extra income. Extra income. Always say, National, if you need some gas, sell a couple of lip glosses. Well, nowadays, how's the gas is, you got to sell 3 lip glosses. I said, if you need a perm, just sell a miracle set. Everything that you need is in Mary Kay. And so I base that upon that. You need friends, come to a Mary Kay event. You'll have some friends and people that love you. You're hungry, have a Mary Kay party because they always have refreshments. So Mary Kay is right for everyone, every time. I look at this business, I say it is the right time to do Mary Kay. If we wait to a perfect time, it will never happen. You know, it will never happen. So just for $10, why not give it a try? For 10, absolutely. It is
10,
the
you can
perfect time.
win.
10, you can win.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I am so grateful for you. I think we have that video, and we are going to come right around to our favorite, our
Awesome.
product offer and our giveaway. Here we go. Hit it, Dorothy.
You're not going to believe this. You can start a Mary Kay business with Mary Kay eStart for only $10 during the month of March. Yep, for just $10, you can become a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant and start earning a little extra cash selling your favorite Mary Kay products. With eStart, you'll get product samples and access to your very own personal website, so customers can easily order from you anywhere and anytime. Plus, access to online education and resources to help you sell.
Not to mention, it's totally flexible and totally fun. You get to decide how much time you want to dedicate to your business.
Reach out to your independent beauty consultant to learn more about this limited time offer.
It just might be the best $10 you ever spend.
10, you can win. 10, you can win. Win with 10. All right, we are going to do our drawing, but we always, right before we do our drawing, we're offering, just pull your $10 out and get started with your Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. But if you want to start with some product today, I want Miss Cynthia to tell you, what is your favorite product? What's your favorite product today?
My favorite product is the Intense Moisturizer. I love moisturizing my skin. And I always ask ladies, 10 years from now, do you want to look like a grape or do you want to look like a raisin? Because a raisin is dried out. And I don't want to look like a raisin. I want to look like a grape. So I love this product. I love moisturizing my skin. And it's not oily. It adds that moisture and it hydrates my skin up to 10 hours. So I love the Intense Moisturizer. So 10 years from now, and I have a special birthday this year, I'll be turning 60 this year. Isn't that something? So 10 years from now, when I'm 70, I want to make sure that I look like a grape and not looking like a raisin.
I love it. I love it. So tonight we have a special. When you get started with the Intense Moisturizer today, purchase and receive a $10 coupon towards your next order in April when you get started with that Intense Moisturizer. So talk to your beauty consultant. Now, I will tell you, there's a cousin to the Intense Moisturizer. If your skin is just too oily for this Intense Moisturizer, your beauty consultant will introduce you to the oil-free hydration gel, and she'll offer that same product for that. So we'll customize it for your skin type. So I just love it. Who's ready to win? We're going to give away some cash. Now, the way this is going to go down is there's going to be 3 names that pop up. One is the winner, that is the beauty consultant. And the other is the consultant's name, and the other is the director's name. And Dorothy will help me with the order of those, unless I know her personally, and then I'll know the order. And you must Venmo, Cash at me, one of those ways. And certainly, if anybody is watching today and you do not have a Mary Kay Beauty Consultant, I would love to be your Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. If you're watching, if you do have a Mary Kay Beauty Consultant, make sure you hit it back. But you can hit me on that QR code right there. If you're watching on one of my channels, you don't have a Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. And right there, you can sign, you can get going. And I know the same thing for Cynthia, okay? If you're her guest,
Absolutely.
you can hit her up and get the party started. Dorothy's going to put up this wheel, and let's see who the winner is. Thanks for your patience tonight, y'all. Now there's a bunch of names on here, and it looks like there's 1 million people, but it's because there might be only 50 entries and 50 people that have 10 entries each. So it ends up looking like way more than people. Okay, those are multiple entries. Each woman has chances to win. And the winner is, I know her, beauty consultant Cheryl Honesty, sales director Cheryl Honesty, and the winner is Janice Oda Gray. Let's give it up for Janice Oda Gray. I'm just
awesome. Congratulations.
Cheryl, if you're watching, congratulations to Janice Oda Gray. And thank you, Cynthia, for being on with us today.
Thank you. What an honor.
Everybody for joining us. Such an amazing opportunity, a powerful story. And we're in the final finish of our seminar year. So we want you to finish and have your best year ever. You guys have an awesome and amazing March. go ahead and take advantage of 10, 10, 10 to win. Okay.
Yes.
So join us, and thanks for coming out tonight. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.